It's all different kinds of different places in there. So as we filmed it and post-production for years, it finally got to this point, and like Casey said, it's just such a nice experience. Now more than ever, we need to see what's what contributed to this country, others who love this country, and just to show that we may have some differences, but we really are all the same. So we're hoping that with this film that has some places to go on, that's why I look at
So we're going to now watch the film. It's about a 25-minute collection. So I also want to note that when we turn out the lights, it's going to get pretty dark. So don't get scared. Once the program is over, I'm going to bring the filmmakers back on stage. We'll do a Q&A. I hope you enjoy the films. Thank you. Filmmakers, back up front, please. Let's give them all a big round of applause. While we're waiting for people to come up, my first big question is, were you able to eat any of the food?
Well, Willie is actually coming up too with Kerry here, the chef himself. So the meal, as you saw, was delicious. Of course, as filmmakers, it was difficult for us to do both. And I think that Willie said to Kerry at one point, like, what's up with the filmmakers? Why are they not eating? And she came over and said, my dad is going to kill me if you guys don't eat. So we ate a little bit, but we were also shooting a lot. So.
And were all most of the dishes the same dishes you would make every time, or did you, knowing there's a camera, kind of add some extra flair to your dish?
It's almost like when I'm doing the dinner like that, it's almost like the same. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I am going to open it up at some very soon for the audience, but I have a couple more questions. Patrick, I do have a question for you. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I know you want to get the actors to go back.
Yeah.
You know, your film is really beautiful, and it kind of captures nostalgia, captures memories in a very quick amount of time. I think we are all very connected to your film. Can you talk about how you, I know why you made the film, but how did you create that feeling, the tone of your film?
One, I actually done the 72-hour shootout. It's actually a Asian American film competition in New York. You write, shoot, and direct a film within 3 days. So I got used to that mentality of producing films really quickly and cost efficient. And sorry, what's? Oh,
No,
okay. What was the question again?
Just like the tone.
Oh, the tone. And my fans from Hong Kong, so they brought a lot of VHS tapes. And watching all those Hong Kong films kind of got me going. I want to capture that moment, like how we grew up watching those VHS tapes of Stephen Chow, Chow Yun-fat, and it was my duty to make sure to represent Chinatown in the newer and older generation.
And when you were filming, I'm curious about, did you know fully what the end product was going to look like, or were you capturing moments and afterwards, you know, thinking about like where's the story in that, or did you know upfront what you wanted to accomplish with this film?
So Kerry had primed us pretty well as the producer. She was the one who originally, as she said, kind of saw this as a story that was worth capturing and sharing. And we had a timeline of the day, but you know, any documentary shoot, you go in not fully knowing. And Willie was under strict instructions to kind of ignore us, which he did really well, yeah. But to the point where we actually had to come back and reshoot in Chinatown because he's a man on a mission in Chinatown. And so The other shooter and I were just literally chasing him, kind of trying not to get each other shot and get him shopping. And so that was one thing that we just couldn't capture. The important thing was, him. But we had to come back and get some of those nice close-ups because it just was, there's only so much planning you can do once you're in the moment. If a person, I think you were double parked too. He was like, okay, 10 minutes in and out.
I mean, I have to be honest, when I first saw it, I was seeing the all the places that you would buy stuff, and I was like taking notes. I'm like, okay, this is where I want to go next time I'm in Chinatown and get my crab and stuff. Any questions, if you want to raise your hand? Yes?
Yeah, I had a question about, I guess, where both where the filmmakers see the relevance of Chinatown in today's society, given both the rapid gentrification here and in New York, as well as the growth of suburban Chinatowns. It was interesting to see a family in Burlingame going to San Francisco Chinatown to get their groceries instead of going to say a big 99 Ranch Market down in Peninsula.
You want to take it? Yeah. Yeah.
I always grew up with my mom and dad taking me to Chinatown to buy groceries. I just remember my mom taking me to Chinatown and just being a complete brat and sitting on the corner because I wanted to get the toys that were available on the stalls. So Chinatown's very near and dear to me. With the gentrification, I think that one thing that's really great about San Francisco and where we live is that they do sort of honor the culture here. I was with my cousin who came in from Vancouver, and Vancouver's a very diverse city as well too. And her boyfriend commented on the fact that, this is one of the most authentic Chinatowns in any other parts of the world that he's seen compared to even Vancouver. And I think my response to that was that we really have some people here that do the best they can to kind of honor that culture and put in policies and work with local government to try to make sure that they preserve what has been here for many years. And it's really important to those coming in as well too.
To spin it off, I was my grandma's bag boy, and it was very difficult on weekends. Got a lot of trauma, but yeah. I mean, this is the first time I've been in San Francisco, and first thing I wanted to do was check out San Francisco Chinatown, and you guys have so much history, so enriched, and I really don't see the gentrification as much as Manhattan Chinatown. Manhattan Chinatown is really diluted, and a lot of the immigrants are spreading to other Chinatowns, like Flushing, Queens, 8th Avenue, Brooklyn, Elmhurst, Queens. So now we have 4 or 5 Chinatowns in New York, and the original Chinatown is slowly fading, and it's kind of sad to see because all the memories that you said was very dear to me. And by capturing this kind of film, I really want to do more for the community and show that what I see and how you guys feel.
Raise your hand. Do you have any questions? Yes.
My comment was thank you for those 2 short videos. It took me back to when my grandaunt first came to Chinatown and seeing how here this Chinatown has been still going strong while Washington D.C. unfortunately is slowly dying like an empty shell. So yeah.
Did they make you carry bags too?
Any other questions? Yes.
I wanted to know the banquet. Is that a normal? Was it a holiday? Was it a normal occurrence?
Basically, it's because Sunday we like it to have a family getting together to have a little talk and just keep the Chinese culture, and then also I want to keep it that way. So that's why whatever I can, I try to be away this kind of party. So keep our Chinese off, the traditional of a family.
Especially during football season?
When they approached you about filming you and interviewing you, were you nervous, excited, confused?
Basically, my daughters put me on the table. So. I thought there's a project, to try to help her to, finish the project. But after that, I gotta keep going. That's all. I do my best, but I know I'm sorry, maybe not doing good, but maybe, from maybe next time, I don't know. I gotta think twice about it.
Any other questions? You're right here. Yeah.
Where did you learn how to cook, and did you teach your children, your grandchildren, some of your skills?
Basically, I was in the families that belong to the restaurant and also the cooking, because basically my grandpa is the same thing. Is related to poultry business, and my uncle, couple of uncles, good chef. But when I was young, I was help my mother to serving the role. So I like it to help her to do some of like cooking, and that's why. But in the meantime, I like it to eat. So forced me to try to learn, and I like it. I like it to cooking sometimes, That's why so far I learned by myself. But
do you want to pass down recipes? Do you like sharing?
Yeah, I do. It's basically sometimes when I cooking some dishes very good, then I will be pointing out to my daughter and son. When you're cooking like that, you gotta take serious for the ingredient and also how to prepare and how to do the best. That's what I try to say. But they catch or not, I don't know. But, but at least my younger son or someone, they very interesting because they found out and they have a good dinner. So it's a kind of like make a whole whole fan or something like that. And really have a lot of social. So I think that's a good.
Yeah. Any other questions? I have a question for the next one that you all make. Can we watch it at your house and have you cook for us, and then we can watch it? I think that's the next step for this program. Yes. A good place to stop right now. I want people to be able to meet you all and to ask one-on-one questions. And so please feel free to stay. Look at the exhibit. It's really beautiful. A lot of amazing history here. I just want to plug, because I am working on CAAMFest, we still have another 8 days of our festival here in Chinatown tomorrow. We're actually world premiering a documentary that we produced about the Chinese hospital here. And we have 8 days here in Oakland, Chinatown as well. So thank you all for coming. Enjoy your time and see you next time. Thank you.
my goodness. That's ocean. It looks like water now. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just
It's very mystical. look at that water. So, oh man. Look, even my hands can feel it. Ah, so good. Yeah. I want to focus on this water, mystical waters and stuff. Oh yeah. It looks, wow. If I'm not kidding, this is ocean. This is a big ocean. I'm sorry.
the water that was a development issue, right?
If I'm not kidding, it is. I'm standing on a virtual ocean. Well, the one thing responsible is the lights. Not kidding. It's very mystical. They made it mystical. Now, what it do? The lights, they cover the sky, the floor, and they put a virtual water ocean, and that's why this is what you're seeing, right? Yeah. Cool. Now I gotta get back home. Woo!